I think that might be a little too high on the volume. Is this a movie?
Yes!
Bloober Team.
I love it.
That's great.
Did you know that Gwyneth Paltrow owns a company called Goop?
I didn't.
She sells a lot of rip-off products, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
One of them was psychic vampire protection or something like that.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's funny because she's on her site using most of the products.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. It's like, Gwyneth Paltrow, what are you thinking?
That's a good question.
Oh, cool, there's subtitles.
Yeah. Someone's using the Weedwhacker outside or something.
Sounds like a vacuum to me.
Sorry about it.
Not the woods! Everyone know. Oh, so this is supposed to be after the first or second movie, probably?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, okay.
They just pretend the second one didn't happen.
That's probably for the best. I never saw the second one, but I didn't hear good things about it.
Yeah. It actually has a weirdly fascinating story behind it, because apparently the director of the second one had like a... there's a story going on.
I'm gonna trade my
I'm just driving.
My dick in the woods would be great.
I'm just driving on when I'm on the phone.
Wait, I'm gonna make him just not look at the road at all. Yeah, just like, oh, car crash. This is more like a driveway. It's not even a 2-lane road.
Yeah. If someone just happened to be coming the other way, you would be dead.
Mm-hmm. Who designed this road? Somebody who's never driven on a road.
A child who was given some scrap paper and a crayon.
Yes. I like this dog already. I hope it doesn't die.
Yeah, right.
Peter Shannon. That's a weird name.
I wonder if that was like a Kickstarter backer or something, because I don't think that was one of the characters in the original movie.
No.
Or in the sequel. Not the second one, but what's basically the second one at this point.
Yeah.
Like the 2016 one.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see that?
No. I never saw, the only one I ever really saw was the very first one.
Yeah.
And you were like, we have to watch it because it's a classic. Nothing super spectacular happens in it, but once again, it's a classic.
Yeah. It definitely nailed the atmosphere. It's just...
The ending didn't deliver anything.
Not really. And I think the thing that bothers me the most about it, as much as it is a pretty funny piece of trivia, is that there's apparently a shot in the movie where they're, running away from something. And what happened is they were supposed to, point the camera over at, a hill or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you were actually going to see the witch for a couple seconds. But whoever was filming, they didn't do it right, so you couldn't see it, and they just never did another take. So that's why you never even saw it in the original movie.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, I was really annoyed when I found that. I was like, it's kind of funny as a weird piece of trivia, but it's just annoying because I'd be really interested in seeing what they did for the design of it.
These controls are really clunky.
Oh yeah.
Here, try to move around. It feels really stiff to me. But I've also been playing a lot of first-person shooters, which are a lot smoother. So maybe if I want...
That probably has something to do with it, because I'm not really having any trouble with this. So yeah, but I want you to play it at least for now. So
are you a scare boy?
No.
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
You're not a
Anyway.
scoward?
Not yet. Anyway. I just.
More missing papers. Yes, it makes sense to bring missing person papers.
Into the forest where no one's gonna see it.
Oh, cool. This has a lot of menus. Dog snacks, yes. Dog snack.
This looks kind of confusing. The menus.
It is. You know, they bothered to animate him handing the treat to the dog. Why not just have him throw it up in the air and then animate the dog catching it? Like, that seems like it would have taken a lot less effort on their part.
I have to agree.
A dildo. Looks like a dildo.
It's a wooden doll.
Ah, yes, you're right. It's my bad. Wooden doll. Alright, onward into the woods.
Alright.
I do like how natural it felt to just kind of go this way. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, we can just go anywhere. Oh, no, we can't. There's fences. But yeah, it just felt natural to go this way.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure is the way you're supposed to go, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel like anywhere else was the way to go.
His name is Bullet.
Because this is America.
Of course.
That was a cool shot.
Yeah, I like it.
The static covered up the fact that it was going to have good animation, and the it also zoomed out.
Yeah,
it's good. But,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's a little stick figure thing.
Ooh, he gonna die.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's based off of a man? Do you think it's supposed to look like a man?
It could be, but I don't like your use of pronouns. That's a little presumptuous of you.
Human. There, is that better?
Not everyone identifies as a human.
Oh no, Jager, is it gonna be one of those days?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be really sensitive to all the other kin and all that.
Call Annie? Annie, are you okay?
Annie's pretty young. We try not to sexualize her.
What's the base? You copy? No. Joining the search point.
What?
I don't know.
I'm not going to screw this up. Not this time.
If you insist.
Over.
I feel like there's a lot of
Information.
backstory that we don't have from that whole exchange.
Yeah, they're probably going to go into it later.
They're probably going to find some pieces of paper on the ground somewhere explaining what happened before.
Or like the
maybe they'll be on the trees and then it turns into Slender. What?
This is Bullet, your right-hand dog. Listen to his barking and watch his body language. He'll be the first to alarm you of any trouble. But he'll need your help to deal with it. Remember, the way you treat him can affect his behavior later in the game. Stay close to him. Prolonged loneliness can affect your mental state. Okay. So in other words, we have to pet him a lot and feed him a lot, I guess.
Oh, okay. Or reprimand.
Man, this is weird to use.
It looks like it.
Bullet. Bullet. Bullet.
Then you find him immediately.
Bullet.
Pretty sure he doesn't speak English. It's getting a little weird.
Why? You don't like games where you can pet the dog? What's wrong with you?
No, it's just... I always found it weird when someone calls their dog handsome.
He's... Never mind, Leo's not a handsome boy. He's annoying. In fact, he looks like somebody tried to drown him and then he just lived.
Yeah. Alright, there's a raccoon, not raccoon, around here somewhere, so... Need to be on the lookout.
Gotta be careful. Which way, Jagger?
Wow, he's dropping bars. Okay. So, what was the point of that?
I don't know. Where'd my dog go? There he is.
Is that a jump scare?
Yes.
A tree?
Eh? I think the problem with my only problem with the game so far is it feels like I should be able to just run through the woods, but then I just hit like an invisible wall that turns into like a tiny log on the ground, and there's no jump button.
Yeah.
Oh. Where's the dog? What was he growling at? Oh.
Maybe there's a corpse in there. By the way, I don't think we've said this yet. Neither of us have watched any videos of this game, so we have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, we don't know, like, anything. Which is partly why we're kind of quiet, because we're, like, trying to listen for stuff, and... Ooh, look, light!
I saw something.
What'd you see?
He's, like, on the left. I don't know what it was, but...
Is it Slender Man?
I mean... Could be.
We already went through that.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious, because I'm assuming, like, there's no way that you don't see the witch in this game.
Yeah.
And they did actually show it in the 2016 one. And it was actually really cool and creepy.
That's good.
Need to watch that one sometime.
For sure.
Yeah, but, yeah, I just realized I never finished what I was saying about the, like, the second movie they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, so they hired this director who had done documentaries before or something, and he sort of had this idea because the whole thing surrounding the first one at the time it came out was that no one knew if it was real or not.
Mm-hmm.
As much as it's kind of ridiculous to think that if 3 people actually died, they would just play it in movie theaters and all that.
Right.
But so he knew going in that they couldn't pull that again. So he sort of had this idea to do like a kind of meta story revolving around what happened with the first movie. And it was basically going to be about a group of people who knew about the movie and the stories behind it and everything, and then went to go to the place to check it out.
Yeah.
And it actually kind of sounded like a really interesting concept. But what happened was when he turned it into the blanking on the name of it, just like the studio that published it or whatever. They said that it wasn't scary enough or something, which wasn't really the idea he had for it to begin with. And so they had them 2 weeks before the movie was supposed to come out, record a bunch of scenes in the director's backyard where the group is just like eviscerating a bunch of the locals for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And is just pointlessly gruesome, just because that's scary, I guess. And I thought that was really interesting because from the sounds of it, like the movie the director wanted to make it sounded really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't like a straightforward horror movie, and the studio didn't think that was going to be profitable enough or something.
They should have just let both versions come out.
Yeah. And I would really like to see that, because that's a really interesting take on a sequel to a movie like that.
On top of that, it's a really interesting take on just kind of a worn-out genre.
Yeah. Even by, like, 2000 or whenever that one came out.
Yeah.
I have to say, while you were rolling down the hill, that kind of reminded me of the scene in Hot Rod.
A little bit.
It didn't look like it, but it just reminded me of that.
Right, buddy.
Can you call him?
Where are you?
Yeah, I can call him, but he's not coming right away. I don't like all the crows. I knew his health thing was going to become a mechanic.
That didn't take that long. Didn't realize not being around your dog for a minute or two is going to make you go mental, but...
So there's a sanity meter.
It seems pretty unforgiving. You've only been away from him for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
What?
I feel like this one's scripted, and the dog's gonna show up, and then I'll be fine.
Hope so. Because that'd be pretty brutal.
Yeah, I think this one's scripted, and it probably takes a little longer to go insane under normal circumstances.
Oh.
I
There he
wonder if
is.
he's more of a therapy dog than a regular, like, cop dog or something.
Yeah, that would make sense, apparently.
Your mother.
Found your mom.
Your mother's lover.
See, that one was actually funny.
Yes. But only because it's a reference.
Fair enough. This kind of reminds me of
Like Dart real quick.
that Silent Hill game on the Wii.
Oh, yeah.
Because most of the, like, menus and stuff is on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Sensing a bit of tension between them. Maybe you should have said that when you were on the phone with her.
Right? I never understood why people did that. Like, they freak out, and then they apologize when they're no longer talking to the person.
Yeah. They just do the thing where the bridge collapses.
That'd be funny, especially since it's just a log.
Yeah.
Just like your foot falls in, or just feet everywhere, and then the game ends.
Or the dog falls in.
No.
Well, he came in after you.
True. Whoa. It's like a hut.
And there's also just shallow water below it, so. What's that? Oh, it's the camera.
Ooh, shit, dog.
Yeah.
Not gonna question this any farther.
I bet we find tapes from the recording that they did.
Yeah, probably. Even though the battery would have died years ago, but...
Yeah.
Maybe you should. No, I'm fine. I'll deal with it. I just need a little more time.
Alice, what you need is help.
Wonder, was Ellis a character from the movies?
No.
Oh.
Alice, I can't do this anymore.
What? What is it this time? What, I wasn't smiling enough? Didn't say I love you for 5 fucking minutes?
Jesus Christ, Alice. Do you even hear yourself?
Yeah, I can hear myself just fine. And I can see the way you look at me. Like I'm a fucking loser. You're a sick little puppy for you to look at. Come on, Alice.
Get over yourself, Alice. Be a man for once.
There it is.
There it is.
This is not what I was expecting from a Blair Witch game.
Right?
Not that there's anything inherently wrong with that, but...
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Trying to help you, but I just can't be around you anymore.
That was a kind of a cool thing that they did. Like, they seemed close when they first started fighting, and then the more things escalated, the farther away she got, even in the game. That was cool.
Yeah.
It's good use of that shit. Good
Symbolism.
Symbols? Where? You know, I've only seen one symbol so far, and it was the weird stick man.
Yeah, seen that a time or two.
It was a joke. I was making a joke.
I know. I heard you.
He's being called back to the woods.
You got my message? You, want to use her? Better, yeah. I want to introduce you to someone. Bullet? Meet your new partner. He's good to your lot, just like you. Huh? Sir, I can't. Well, you got something else going on right now? Just take the damn dog out. Yes, sir.
Okay. Whoa.
What?
I bet they're gonna... Yeah, we're totally gonna get more of these, and we're gonna see more of shit like that.
Yeah. I guess that's where you're just gonna keep passing out whenever they need to dump some backstory on you.
I feel like campsites are gonna be like save points or something.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Oh great, and the flashlight's super weak.
Of course.
There's still some leftovers inside. Maybe 3 days.
You need to watch the batteries for it too.
I hope not, because this is the woods. That or it's a shake battery, you know?
Yeah.
Shake weight and moving
Another
brakes.
camera?
Other than that, I got you.
Oh,
That's
it's
the same
it's
one.
the same one.
Just take this. I'll see what's on it.
Assuming that the battery isn't dead.
Red tapes allow you to manipulate reality. Pay attention
What?
to the environment and objects both around you and in the video. Fast forward, rewind, and stop the video in key moments to change their states and positions.
What? I'm confused. Are there aliens?
Whoa.
What the hell? I was looking here a minute ago, right, honey? Get it together, folks. Follow my penis. You both catch something. Neil!
He just eats it.
Just rips it apart.
It's like a training. Right out first. And then stuff.
Whoa. Seemed a little unnecessary.
Right? This is literally your only friend, dude.
Yeah,
Everyone else seems to kind of
from,
want you dead.
well, from what it seems like his wife or girlfriend or whatever, can't really blame her for leaving him.
Yeah, he seemed like kind of a prick.
Yeah.
Whoa. That tree looked like something else. They did a good job at making the trees look like, you know, really windy and grabby.
Yeah. Just turns into the tree from Poltergeist and grabs you. I read Destroys Destiny for some reason. I was really confused.
What?
Or you're going to be finding Polaroids everywhere.
Did I tell you I have a Polaroid camera?
You didn't.
I have one and I love it.
Yeah, I can definitely see the appeal. I know there's a few people out there that just really like those kind of cameras.
I like the weird quality that they always come out with, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not something you can properly replicate on a computer. Like, I've seen, like, filters that are, like, classic or something like that.
Yeah, it's not good.
It tries to emulate it, but it doesn't look the same, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, even I can admit, like, the effect is, it just makes the pictures look kind of shitty.
Yeah.
There's something really nostalgic about it for me, and that's probably the only reason I like it.
Yeah, I can agree with you there.
Please tell me the witch is just right there and then disappears. At least this collar's reflective. That makes things easier at night.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm in the forest.
For real, Ellis is dumb.
I'm just gonna keep going.
I'm gonna keep going into these woods people keep getting lost in.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going until I find a landmark. And that's pretty much the extent of my plan.
Yeah. Something about these... Oh, I don't like this. It's open.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna need to cut it off here.
Okay. I'm just gonna save it then.
Ooh, I like these menus.
Saving creates a permanent copy of the last autosave. It does not keep the progress you made since the last checkpoint. Okay?
Huh?
So, it only saves autosaves. Okay?
Are you gonna do all of them?
No.
What?
Well, at least I saved.
I don't recognize this number, so I'm not picking it.
Could it be work?
No, I have the third number in my phone. Bye.